why Singlish is more efficient than the standard English. Okay, before I start, this is solely based on my own experience and observation on why I think Singlish is more efficient than the standard English, especially in Brunei, Malaysia, and Singapore, especially for locals. Just a little bit background about myself. I grew up learning English in an international school for most of my primary years. And most of the students I met came from different backgrounds, a lot of different countries. And we were mostly taught by British teachers. So we all are accustomed to the standard English. So standard English in a way that there is no slang involved and also probably less grammatical errors. So just a tiny bit grammatical error should be fine because we are human beings. No one is perfect. So Singlish English, however, is more of a dialect English language, which is mixed with the Hokkien language, is the Chinese dialect. But in Brunei, it is also being mixed with Malay language. It is widely used in Malaysia. It is also called as Manglish. In Brunei, we call it, some people call it Manglish, some people call it Singlish, but most of the people I met, we call it Singlish. Singlish is basically originated from Singapore. So it's just widely used in Brunei, Singapore, and Malaysia. So back to my topic on why I think Singlish is more efficient than the standard English. Okay, the first one. Singlish sounds friendlier than the standard English. Okay, let me tell you the reason why. I work in an IT private sector where I liaise a lot with the local people. And one day, my colleague and we went to this particular office where the general workers are people from the old age. So I contacted the person, the officer, so I liaised a lot with him, so I scheduled with him. So I had to meet him during this time, I had to meet him during this time. So my colleague and we went, but we were running a bit late. So my colleague went to find the parking, so I went out first to meet the officer, so just to reduce because we were already late, so just to reduce our time. So I met the officer, so I greeted him. Hi, sorry, we're a bit late. I was really jammed just now, a lot of cars, and sorry, I'm so sorry, we're really late. So the officer was like, it's okay. No worries, it's okay, no worries. And then soon after, my colleague came from behind, because he already got a parking, so my colleague came from behind. And my colleague, as soon as he entered the room, my colleague was, wow, so jammed, so many cars just now. And then the officer, wow, really? Because bonus too. And then my colleague was like, I don't know until when I'm so jammed just now. And the officer said, if people still got money, it won't stop one, it's still the jam one. And then they were laughing. The conversation went along, they were laughing. And I was laughing as well. But it made me think. I told him it was jammed just now, but all he said was, no worries. That's it. And then my colleague came. The conversation was so lively. It was a different reaction. So it made me think, oh, maybe because Singlish really is efficient. So this brought me to my second point. Singlish is time efficient and easy to understand. This is the reason why. I don't simply just say it. This is the reason why. For example, when we say something is bad and we want it to be amended, we say, one of the ways we say it is like this. Why did you do it this way? You could have done it this way. It's really long. But in Singlish, yeah, so bad. Next time do it this way lah. See, it's so simple and easy to understand, especially for the locals. It's just so easy. And then, I'm gonna share another story. So when I was in Singapore, I was eating in this food court. You know, in food court you have food trays. So that time I was a bit blurry because I was really new eating in food court, especially in Singapore. So I went to this auntie. So I asked the auntie in charge that time, excuse me auntie, sorry to bother you, but where can I put this food tray? And then the reaction from that auntie was, she was confused. And then, so I thought, so I rephrased myself. Oh, this tray, but where? And then the auntie was like, never mind, just leave it there. Never mind. And I thought, oh, she got the message right away. So I really think that, you know, so I thought to myself, wow, Singlish is that is kind of English. So in conclusion, I do agree that there is a need for locals to be fluent in standard English in order to be competitive, especially in the global, and also to communicate with people from other cultures. But however, Singlish allows people to feel the sense of connection, especially when you communicate with the locals, especially from Singapore, Malaysia, and also Brunei. Because at the end of the day, it is the message we are trying to deliver to make people understand us. So with that, back to you.